Welcome to ME Web3. I'm excited to be here today together with my colleague Luigi, and we have a very special guest with us, which is Andrea Concas, who has more than 20,000 followers, I believe, and is the founder of NFT Magazine and also Art Rights. Andrea, a very warm welcome.
Hi guys, thank you so much. I'm so happy to stay here and share the vision and passion for Web3, NFT, art, and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for being here with us today. It's such an honor from an art lover to another art lover. I'm very, very thrilled to have a chat with you. And my first question is really to understand what inspired you to become an entrepreneur in this space. How did you get in the Web3?
I think so. What you say before is correct. The passion. I'm really lucky because I'm born in museum. My father is director of museum. For that, I play football in the garden of the museum from was a child. I have the opportunity to stay in the museum with the artists, with the collectors, and also live this experience for child. After the study, I'm starting to work in the family company, and they working for we building museum furniture project of public for public entities and bodies, marketing territorial. And I have this experience for use the technology from 2005 to use the multimedia technology for museum. In 2016, I decided to change my life and close the family company and restart with a startup, with a new company. With the vision is use the technology for support art and artists to embrace this technology, to evolve, to grow. After that is the history. When NFT is coming, is total. My focus is total about that to create a bridge with traditional art and Web3 and create the opportunity about this. This is the vision. Technology can help traditional art. This is the time to do it.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, that I can totally feel the passion that you have for the space, and in a way I can relate because you started the blockchain and art company basically, as you said, in 2016, which is even before the launch of the CryptoPunks, which was in 2017. So you're basically probably among the first one in Italy. Is that right?
Yes, in 2016, 17, 18, we started to speak about the possibility to use the blockchain for the art sector. And in that time, we moved so much. I remember the first Christie's Art Tech Summit in 2018 in London with John of Super Rare, OpenSea, another platform, another startup today don't exist again because the time to go to market is hard. And in 2018 is 5 years before of the people sold their NFTs in 2021, 4 years. And for startup is like 20 years because for validate your idea of business, you need to grow, you need to explain. In 2016, we starting with become a publisher of art. We invite so many artists in our galleries, and we want to certify their artwork and our artwork in unique mode. For that, the blockchain is perfect. The technology can create a timestamp, a validation for a certificate of authenticity of the artwork. And for that, in 2017, we decided to create a pivot to divide the physical part of the galleries to the certificate of authenticity. In these times, born Art Rights, a platform for certification of physical and digital artwork, and we're using a blockchain for that. But we started like a venture-backed startup. For that, we decided to use a legal framework almost in Italy, and for that, we decided to use a blockchain only for timestamp validation. For that, we use several protocols like Bitcoin, like also smart contract. But in 2016, 17, 18, it's really difficult to explain to the people how opening their wallet, exchange your Ethereum is really complex. And the traditional art market is so diffident for innovation. And this is a big problem because if you make a startup, you say, okay, the problem is because the fake artwork, the false is every day. The art market, the traditional market is not digital, is near to 60 billion. But the study demonstration, we have another 60 billion of fake artwork because it is not a regulated market. It's not all sales are tracked. And for that is incredible. Blockchain is perfect. You can confirm the information about the history of one artwork, if the onwards, the exposition, the shipping, the insurance, the restoration. But it's difficult to have early adopter if the people don't understand the technology.
This is sort of an early time and space, because on the one hand, you're right in saying, I think the art market is, for one, huge. It's growing very fast, but it is defined by a lot of traditional metrics. And we're seeing on the other end, the whole blockchain crypto emergence, and with that also the NFTs on top of that, as a novel way of guaranteeing validity and authenticity of items in the art space, which is adding a tremendous layer of value actually to the whole thing. And in many ways also opening up a market which is today very illiquid for many reasons, and that can add more liquidity and therefore create more of a market space. And I think that's why it's actually not just technology, it's actually a better solution for many of the problems in the art market. And I think that's sort of the bigger picture, it's a huge opportunity.
That's it. This is one of the biggest opportunity, no? I think so is important today make a difference about traditional art and crypto art or digital art. Okay, we understand all NFTs, not all NFTs are art. We understand now, but years ago, no. And this is the first things. The second thing is the traditional art, repeat, is not a regulated market like NFT in parts. And for that, it's really important to understand how this technology can improve the daily process of the player of the sector in the field. Because if you can help artists to demonstration of the EP, the intellectual properties, if you can help insurance to demonstrate you have a smart contract or loan or what you want in our sector, is really, really great opportunity. Many people stay focused on liquidity and finance opportunity. That's true. But it's important to understand which kind of market is your goal. Because many people thinking about the art is a gold sector where you have many millionaire collectors want to pay so much money for all. No, it's not true. It's really hard, difficult. It's big market in number, but small people management that. And is important, first of all, understand how can this technology can help us. After, you have many opportunity to use different system like financial funding, tokenization, authenticity. Is different layer of activities, but is a real big opportunity like for other sector.
Yeah, totally.
I like how you dissected that, and sorry, Luigi, for jumping in. So
no.
You mentioned correctly that on the one hand we have the traditional art sector, but we also have the NFT collections, and as you mentioned correctly, not everything is art, right? But at the end of the day, the interesting thing is actually the intersection of where the things come together, because as you actually alluded to, it enables new business models. Because right now, the amount of people and the total population who are owners of real art is a tiny fraction. It's very exclusive. Now, with NFTs coming into play, and once we have that as a base technology established, it enables more access and also new models like fractional ownership, etc., which in itself will also create more liquidity again, and therefore open up the more art market and make it greater, and in many ways allow people who have not had access to the tremendous growth of art in the last years. I mean, alone last year, I think we had like 30% year-on-year growth in value in the art market, allowing them to partake in that kind of opportunity.
Yes, absolutely. Repeat, we have several lines of business, because we have a collector, high-end collector, we have the possibility to use NFTs like loyalty. You're thinking about fundraising for museum and cultural heritage, member pass. You're thinking about the possibility to artists to use a crypto art to create the artwork, no? Because remember, the digital art is born in 60 years, in 70. Named Jumpak is historical museum. When born the computer, is born the digital art. This is the media art. We have exposition in museum. The problem is in the last 20 years, 40 years, or maybe, yes, 40, is the market is not like so much because we have the problem to duplicate the artwork. We have the obsolescence of the floppy disk or the CD, and for that the market not. What's happening with the NFTs is moving in a new era, and it's not digital art for me. It's crypto art. It's different because it's crypto art. The artist can project the art in the research of the art from beginning, like Michelangelo, find the marble and go to knock to understand the quality of the stone. I think so. I love to think that the digital artist starting to the artwork, we see the smart contract. We kind the interaction among between their community, which kind of platform they use, which kind of typology, the tokenomics, how can the NFT can evolve if dynamic NFTs. You have several times. In this time, this is the crypto art because it's the possibility for the artist to use this like a medium. The second thing is the NFTs like digital twin. Or I have the physical artwork, I make the photo and can create a digital twin certified on the basis of the NFTs. This is another thing. It's really useful for certification of authenticity and other stuff. But I agree with you, Mark. We have so many opportunities. The problem is it's only one way.
Maybe just to add to that one, because I think, again, I think a very interesting statement was when you mentioned how Michelangelo discovered how to work with marble, or many of the great artists. I'm inclined to say, is crypto art the new marble for art?
So how do you envision the future of the whole art world?
I like to think positive. For me, it's really important to remember the art existing for century. It is alive about war, epidemic, recession. All you want for that, the art sector in generally go straight. Repeat is a really big word in big number of the market, but is really controlled for small people because this is a typical for artwork. For the artwork, I speaking only the market today now. For that, what's happening in the pandemic, the coronavirus is really interesting because in my last book in January 2020, I write if the art world is retarding late of 5 years respect other sector in use the technology or simple the social network. What's happening in pandemic have accelerated this process. For that, today we're speaking about also the social network, also the other stuff. The NFTs is lucky event because is the particularity is the people. This 69 million sales of these NFTs is sold by Christie's, and Christie's is the first one with Sotheby's and Phillips. Is one of the biggest auction houses. For that, all art sectors say, okay, this is art because Christie's sold, no? But yeah. Christie's sold button, sold car, sold home, sold so many things, no? But this has created the first confusion about all NFTs as art, and people to become the third artist in the world, living artist for the value of action, no? For the soul of their artwork. Before him, David Hockney and Jeff Koons. And people never go inside in one gallery in their life. He's a creative director. He sold 6 million of NFTs before, but to technical people, to early adopter of NFTs, not to art collector. And who buy, he wanted to use this opportunity of a buzz of notice to discover that. And today we're speaking about this thanks to for this. be clear, because the visibility is more happened about this. For that, I think so. Now we have 3 things after 2 years of this event. The big museum like MoMA, like Saint Pompidou, create a special committee for evaluate the digital art or the crypto art and NFTs, starting acquisition, starting show. And this is a good level for understand which kind of is art or no. Maybe it's not the seed, but it's possible to have a critical approach, because the missing in this year is curator and the critical approach. What is the curation in art? Is the possibility for the people, is helping the people to understand the work of the artist to the people, to the mass during the exhibition, and all. Is make this bridge of communication and translate the vision of the artist in the public messages. In the crypto art, this is not happening. It is a big problem, because the curatorial part can create and can demonstrate the cultural price and economic price.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years, we have only the economical price. And for that, the people speaking only about the money. How much you sell, how much you buy, who is the artist. Stop it. And it's not good for the growth. And for that, it's easy for the artwork to not understand this and say, okay, what is this? It's a joke, it's a financial, it's a bubble. But when the museum starting to do it this, we can grow and we can create this basement. For that, in the next year, we need to resolve in first of one, the problem of economy in the world, the war, the recession and all. But this is not only us problem, no? The second is, remember, the art is not necessary needs of the people. It's secondary. And when the people buy 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, they have one house, they have one meat in the table, they have a lunch, and after can do it. Or have a big vision, okay? But it's few people have this. Yeah. This is really important to fix them. Because if you make a beside to poor collector to financial aspect, okay? Because if you are a gambler, okay, art is like a financial instrument, no? If you make a trader or if you make a one. But if you make a collector, you have a different process. Today, in this situation, we have the high level of the market. The top of the market is good. The last direction of the report is really interesting and stable and grow. The problem stay in the middle stage. The affordable artists go down because naturally little businessmen after the pandemic, in the last 2 years, the people go make party, traveling so much, go out. You need to be free, no? But you spend so much money. And for that today, in the last year, we see the course go down for affordable art. The medium start range to 1,000 to 10,000 euros. Yeah. Because this is usually is emotional approach. I can do it, I can buy it, and that. For that, in the next year, we need a stabilization about that. Is not strictly connected today, the crypto art to the traditional art market. I think so. It's two-way different wave for now. But it's good because you're thinking, okay, we are in bear market. We also now we see the resurrection of the market for FTX and also the NFTs in these 2 months. But it's interesting to see Christie's sold 3 or 5 NFTs of catering foundation. Is find the digital art of the old PC of Amiga in 60 or Commodore, what is this? And is selling for 1 million half. It's totally not connected with the traditional crypto art, but it's sold. For that is an example like 2 markets don't speaking in the same languages.
Yeah, the auction house field, it's very interesting because for me, it feels like the auction houses jump on board of this train because around 2018, 2019, so pre-pandemic levels, the USD dollars of art pieces sold at auction started declining. So there was a like a negative trend. Of course, it finished in 2020 with the pandemic, clearly, and then in 2021, 2022, it started going up again. And a huge part of it is also thanks to crypto artworks, because auctions started just using this technology to sell, as you were saying, Andrea, like anything that belonged to the early stage of digital art. And I feel it can be dangerous also for the ecosystem, because like people then have the idea that you can sell anything that is digital. So yeah, I mean, the goal it would be just keeping the crypto art with the regular art market separated. But I have my fear is that they will come along sooner or later, especially because of these big companies, auctions, huge galleries that will just support this trend in order to stay alive in a way. Unfortunately, people don't trust central authorities anymore, and there is a mistrust of these big companies, and that can be seen so in the negative trend and in people buying artworks from blockchain, and that it technically has no sense. No, there is no authorization, but yet people trust that rather than a central company. So that's also a very interesting social trend we're witnessing. And I would like to ask you like a final question for an individual that would like to pursue a career in this space, in the art world, especially in relation to the crypto art market. Which advice you would give?
Today you have many opportunity. If you have a physical art, it's good to see emerging artists and see the route, participate to fair auction and stay in the network, staying with the people, know which the people speaking, chatting, meet the artist. Today, the social network have the opportunity to have a direct link with the artist. This is a good opportunity. For the crypto is a real big opportunity today for all. If you want to approach of this sector for work, for business, for passion, for love, for collect, because what's happened in 2 years ago is a real big wave, no? Like a big wave, or you're surfing or you die. You make a washing machine because it's pushing. And for that, if the people want to come inside, when the waves go up, it's really difficult. Today, the goal is to go down and give the time for the people who lost this wave to take another one. And for that, it's time to building. Naturally, the market is not give the same response about 2 years ago, but it's possible it's never come back. Maybe it's grow up the same, the double, the triple, maybe in the valuation, but it's not in the similar process. You say correct, 2 years ago, every digitals go out is sold, but today is not the same. I think so. Don't lose the focus of the value of the centralization of the blockchain, because the community, the centralization is the key, and all of this process is based sometimes for the community. With the NFT magazine, we starting to create the first magazine, participate of the community. The people can collect the cover and participate in the creation of the next month magazine. The cover is created about the best artists in the world, and also we create the first book with Rizzoli USA, which speaking about crypto art without money, without speaking about the quotation of the artist, because like I said before, it's important to create this bridge with traditional art and theoretical art. And for that, it's really important to stay with the community. In this book, I'm speaking about and theorize for the first time the system of the crypto art. And in this book, I theorize this theory where existing one system of crypto art. This is connected for three figures: the artist, the community, and the marketplace. Marketplace is intended not only the platform, but which mode of you promote your NFTs, because the artists create. We say before about the process of creation NFTs. The community is not only the collector; is total people follow the artist daily, and this is the same for all projects, because you stay on Discord, you stay on Twitter, you stay on Instagram when you want, but you have the possibility to the community to follow your growth, your roots. After that, you have the go-to-market. No, his marketplace or drop or your site. It is really important because it starts in the connection among you, between you and your community. For that, it's really important to study this dynamic, understand is this good, is fake, is not, and follow few projects, but in good way. Repeat, is really important to understand which kind is crypto art, which kind is collectible. It's totally different collectible. Is total Bored Ape, Azuki. All you want is total different approach in tokenomics, in community, in benefit. And this is the future. For me, in the future, we don't speaking about NFTs, but we use NFT like the layer, and after we speaking about digital collectible, subscription, membership. For me, the technology is boring. It's interesting which kind of use we can do it about this.
Art comes into fruition sort of in the context of society. Think of the cavemen, they had different tools. Papyrus was a different tool, canvas is a different tool. In many ways, we see the emergence of new tools, and those tools are tremendously accessible for everyone. So in many ways, it's actually democratization of the tools for art creation, and therefore a tremendous opportunity. Maybe just to sort of give this thing of hope, which is sort of detached from the economic value and from the numbers game, it is access for people to express themselves, which is what we actually want in art. So I think this is a very positive time to be in. Thank you so much for sharing some of your insights. It was great having you. This was Andrea Concas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was ME Web3. Have a good day.